Let's start here. Let's break the stats down. Then we'll start breaking kind of down the drive summary and where the game turned. And we have to watch a couple of minutes of film here. Not even minutes, a couple of plays of film. Because we kind of have to put into context of how bad Aaron Rodgers was in decision-making in the tight scenarios, in clutch time scenarios in the red zone. So here we go. Let's start here with the stats. So Tom Brady, 20 of 36. Once again, folks, in the grand scheme of things, that's barely 50%. That's barely 50%. I think it's like 54. I'm about to do the math right now. 55%. 55% again. So it's not like he was doing anything amazing. He had a great first half. I'll give him that. But then he stunk it up in the second half. 20 of 36, 280 yards. I'll give him the yards. That's fantastic. 3 touchdowns. Once again, fantastic. But the 3 interceptions, and they were all almost killer. Luckily, they weren't. So let's break these interceptions down. Here we go. The first one. The man really played flawless in the first half. Let me get that out of the way. The man, Tom Brady, played flawless in the first half. As soon as that first drive went, I was like, oh boy, what did we do going against the GOAT? I almost looked like a clown only on the first drive, folks. The way that Tom Brady played was absolutely flawless. So many third down conversions. The accuracy was spot on. That was something that we did not see kind of consistently in his first 2 playoff games. So they finally came out in the first half, but then he kind of resorted to classic, what he's been doing this season in the playoffs in the second half. But the first season, it was magnificent, and it really kind of propelled them to the win a little bit. All right, so back to his interceptions in the third quarter. First one, the Packers go and score a touchdown. They make him pay. Fantastic. But the next 2 interceptions, he threw 3 straight interceptions on 3 straight drives. How is the game not over at that point? I don't know. I do know. It's right here. It tells us. It does tell us. So the second interception, it's a 3 and out. A 3 and out. They get no points off of it. Aaron Rodgers, you are gifted the game. It is 28-23. As soon as this second interception happens, you can make it 28-30, regain the lead. You guys get another interception on the next drive, and you can make it 37-28 at this moment, completely shutting out the game. But Aaron Rodgers doesn't do that. You could have even made it, 28-26 field goal on the second interception. You get the third interception. You get, a touchdown. Now you're up fantastic, or you just get another field goal and you're still up 28-29. But once again, what does Aaron Rodgers do? 3 and out on back-to-back interception drives. That's just one reason why this Packers team lost. Aaron Rodgers not taking advantage of these turnovers. I cannot believe it. This is why the legacy is taking a big hit. This was not just a loss by Aaron Rodgers, folks. This was a loss this was a gifted win that he deliberately just lost. It's unfortunate. It's really truly unfortunate because the man can never be the GOAT because of this game alone. I don't want to hear it. Head-to-head matchup with the greatest of all time, Brady. NFC championship game in your home stadium. Finally. That's what they wanted last year, but they didn't get it. They went 13-3, still didn't, have that kind of home field throughout. They lost to the 49ers. Now this season, they go back to 13-3. They get the home playoff game. They get the home NFC championship game, and they don't do anything with it, folks. Aaron Rodgers can never be the GOAT anymore. How unfortunate is that? Super unfortunate. Truly unfortunate. So here it is. The second interception, 3 and out. The third interception, 3 and out. And then, the Bucs finally don't throw a pick and they're able to get a field goal off of it. So your defense gifting you the game and the offense throws it away. So that's just kind of one of the ways that the Packers lost the game. There's more ways they lost the game, folks. So hold tight. All right, let's keep going with the Bucs here. Leonard Fournette, he didn't have a great day, but he had a nice closing finish. The man could not catch anything out of the backfield, but then, he really closed out the game. Let's go back to this kind of field goal drive. What do we got here? Never mind. We're not going to go to this field goal drive. I thought it was something different. So let's go back to this kind of running game. Leonard Fournette, 12 carries, 55 yards, and the touchdown. Very well done. Really kind of closed out the game a little bit. Ronald Jones, 10 carries, only 16 yards. He really never got it going, but luckily they still had Leonard Fournette. Alrighty, now who was Tom Brady going to win this game? Let's see it. Alrighty, Chris Godwin, 5 catches, 110 yards. Mike Evans, 3 catches, 51 yards and a touchdown. Scotty Miller, 2 receptions, 36 yards, a touchdown. He had that kind of Hail Mary at the end of the first half. Then we get Rob Gronkowski, only 1 catch for 29 yards. Cameron Brate, 3 catches, 19 yards and a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 5 catches, 19 yards. He was targeted 7 times, 2 big drops that really kind of would have picked up first downs because they were all wide open. He just dropped the ball, unfortunately. So, solid game here by the Bucs. Kind of crazy. Kind of really a tale of 2 halves here. First half, absolutely magnificent by Brady. Second half, got careless with the ball. He was still kind of careless. Well, he wasn't really careless with the ball in the first half. He was real good. But second half, really careless with the ball. And really, we'll kind of try to maybe do this on Wednesday when we do our film study for this week. But all the throws that he was, almost intercepted about by the Saints last week were the same exact throws that were actually picked off against the Green Bay Packers. It was really kind of the same exact plays that he got bailed out on against the Saints, not getting picked off, and they all got picked off here by the Packers. So, not a great second half by Brady, but hey, Aaron Rodgers didn't have a great second half either. Not a clutch second half, which he needed to have because he wasn't that great in the first half, only putting up 10 points. Alrighty, now let's go to the Packers here. Aaron Rodgers, 33 of 48. Let me do this. Let me look up this completion percentage too, because I think this is good. 33. 68%. You could round it up to 69 if you want, because it's 68.75. So, Aaron Rodgers, the completion percentage was fine, but the completion percentage obviously non-factor here because Brady's at 55 for the entire playoffs, and he's won all 3 games on the road against Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, and the Washington's defense. The Washington quarterback obviously not good, but he beat Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers head-to-head. It is freaking, 20th year in the season in the league? Absolutely magnificent. You got to crown the man the greatest of all time. I really don't know if there's any more debates. Alrighty, so Aaron Rodgers, 33 of 48 for 346 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Unfortunate. The pick, not great. Let's go to his pick. Once again, the Bucs able to capitalize with the touchdown. Alrighty, the running game, Aaron Jones really killed them here. Killed the Packers. He fumbled the ball. He fumbled twice, only lost 1. But 6 carries, 27 yards, really got nothing done. We saw the running game of the Packers really be fantastic throughout the entire season, and the Bucs stopped them. And that's what we know. The Bucs can stop the run, but I really thought Aaron Rodgers would kind of take it into his own hands here, play a flawless game, score 5 touchdowns, which he needed to do, and he had the opportunity to do so, but in the red zone a couple of times he stutters, not making the right reads, unfortunately. So Aaron Rodgers let us down a little bit. Definitely let me down a little bit. Alrighty, who was he going to? Well, Marquez Valdes-Scantling had an absolutely monster game. 4 carries, 115 yards, 1 touchdown. Devontae Adams, 9 catches, 67 yards, and 1 touchdown. Alan Lazard, 3 catches, 62 yards. So the usual suspects who we've been saying all season long for the Packers all had pretty good games. Devontae Adams, 9 receptions, but he was targeted 15 times. So 6 big old drops by the man, or not 100% accurate passes by Aaron Rodgers. That's something that we can figure out. But, I do know of 1 drop that he had on the goal line that they had to settle for a field goal. So, unfortunate there. As we're talking about Aaron Jones, let's go to his fumble lost. Second half, trying to do something. Trying to get something going. This was the first drive coming out of halftime. He fumbles the ball. Tom Brady with the short field. He's going to be great. We know this. 1 play going to Cameron Brate, 8 yards for the score after Aaron Jones loses the fumble, and now it just went from 21 to 10. That's already not looking good in a playoff game anyway, and now you go down 28 to 10. So Aaron Rodgers, the comeback is even more extensive here. He tried his best. But unfortunately his best was not good enough. Alrighty, I think that's all kind of the stats that we had to kind of go over. And now let's look at some of this kind of where this game actually went wrong for the Packers. We told you a main reason why was not capitalizing with any points off these 2 turnovers. I mean, you get 3 points out of both of those interceptions. You add 6 points to this total, and you're looking at the Packers winning 32-31. I mean, it could have been that easy, but Aaron Rodgers is going 3 and out on turnovers instead of doing stuff, and that's the one knock that we had on this Green Bay offense the entire season. They go 3 and out, and they can't recover from going those 3 and outs. They can't make it up. So they got their offense really sputters from that point, and from those 2 3 and outs, they never got another touchdown. When they were getting touchdowns decently throughout the game, touchdown there, one in the first half, very, very close with this field goal that we're going to be taking a look at, because we can trace the loss back to this one as well. And then he really started to get going, touchdown, back-to-back drives in the third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter, 3 and out, settling for a field goal, and that's it. So Packers, multiple chances to win the game. Let's show you some more chances here. So we're going to go to the second quarter. When they got into the red zone, they had to settle for a field goal. Super, super unfortunate, but Aaron Rodgers had multiple chances here. The Green Bay Packers team had multiple chances here, and they don't do anything with it. So let's watch this quickly right here. Alrighty, their second time in the red zone could have tied it up here, 14-14. First play was their best chance. It's exactly what they wanted. Davante Adams back shoulder throw at the front corner of the end zone, and he just doesn't hold on to the ball. Let's see if we get another replay here. But this is a good ball by Aaron Rodgers. He wins right off the line of scrimmage. This is a back shoulder. This is what the play is, and he just can't make the catch. And we just saw, who was it for the Bucs, make this exact same catch. Johnson last week against the Saints, that really won them the game, really got them back into the game, started the scoring. And Davante Adams can't come up clutch there in the red zone. Super unfortunate. Now this second down play is a little bit of a trick play that did not work good. Here it is. It's everything flowing to the right, trying to hit Davante Adams. If he catches the ball, he's going to get knocked down like 2 yards short of the first down. But not a great play there. It gets batted at the line of scrimmage. Well done by the Bucs defense. And now this is a bad play here. 3rd and goal. This is where Aaron Rodgers struggled a little bit. Here it is. Here we go. Let's we'll watch it first, and then we'll break it down in slow motion. This is kind of like a 4 verticals kind of play, which is kind of weird since there's limited space in the field. But he tries to fit it to Davante Adams in the back of the end zone, just kind of runs out of real estate back there, can't get 2 feet down. But if we look back at this play, watch this guy up top here. There's 5 wide here. Here we go. We'll put it in slow motion. And it's really coming right at the last second of when he's able to throw this ball. But here it is, here it is, here it is. He's dropping back. You need to know all the routes on, every single play, because he should know that this is a crossing route underneath. And he should know that this, all these defenders right here are going to be covering these 2 receivers. And you've got a one-on-one matchup that's an instant win as he starts to make his way across the front of the goal line. So Aaron Rodgers is deciding to throw this ball right now. Hang on, let's pause it. Right now at this moment. But he knows as soon as he throws this ball, the moment that he knows he's going to throw this ball, he sees the defender going with the receiver he's going to, and then you got this guy all wide open front of the end zone. And this is a mistake by Aaron Rodgers. He needs to know that this man is crossing right here underneath. He still has good protection here. He's not rushed to throw this ball. He just wants to kind of force it in there to Davante Adams. You got to know that the defender is going to go with the receiver, that you're going to have a wide open matchup here right at the front of the end zone. And it's truly unfortunate. I know you guys can say, oh, you're Monday morning quarterbacking. No, I saw this live. I literally saw it live watching it. I was like, oh, there it is. It's wide open. It's coming across. And because as soon as this defender goes with the receiver, since, he double teams him right here, number 23, as soon as you see him looking in on the receiver, not knowing what's going on behind him, that's when you know it's wide open. That's when you know you can wait for Lazard to come across the field. And Aaron Rodgers tries to fit this ball in where we know it would never have a chance to be caught inbound. So this is Aaron Rodgers not being at the top of his game, not being 100% accurate, not being 100% clutch, because this could have been a 14-14 game, and it really could have been totally different from this point on. Instead, it's 14-10. So another reason why we have to kind of hammer Aaron Rodgers' legacy a little bit more, because in the biggest game, he made the wrong decision. And you've got 5 routes. You didn't choose the best route, and that falls on the quarterback for decision making. So when we look at that quote at the top of the show from Aaron Rodgers saying that wasn't my decision to go for it on 4th down, it also wasn't Matt LaFleur's decision to throw this ball where it shouldn't have been thrown. Okay, now let's go to, there's one more red zone attempt where he did not make the right decision, the best decision to be made. He didn't make it. So we have to go back to their field goal drive in the 4th quarter, the one that's questionable. Should you have gone for it on 4th down? I think you should have. If you don't, then you got good defense and you possibly could get a safety. I mean, you're right on the 3-yard line, 8-yard line here. But, you could get, good defense. They're probably just going to run the ball because they can't take a sack. They don't want to give up that safety. So just kind of the offensive play calling is going to be a little bit different from that side of the field on your own 8 instead of being on your own, 40-yard line, because you're going to try an onside kick. If you try the onside kick, they're going to be at like the 40. If you don't, they're going to return it to the 25-yard line. Now they've got 25 yards to drop back the pass. So they're not worried about taking the sack. They've got no consequences of passing the ball in that situation. When you're on the 8-yard line, you really don't have too many room for mistakes. So yes, I do agree that you probably should have went for it there on 4th down. I mean, we're talking about the NFC Championship game. Be aggressive. You got one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. You've got, who everybody was saying was the best receiver in the league, Davante Adams. So go ahead and take that shot. You've got to be aggressive here. You can't just, all right, well, let's try and get it again. Let's try and get it again. Let's try and get it again. At some point, you really got to put your foot down and go for it. And Matt LaFleur didn't make that decision. Hopefully he kind of learns from this in the future, because the man's still young. He's still got plenty of time to get back to the situation. So as long as he learns from it, it'll be great. But definitely probably should have taken this shot here. Alrighty, so I mean, it's still Matt LaFleur's decision too. I mean, nobody played a fantastic game here from, who you really needed a fantastic game from, the quarterback and the head coach. They both, made their mistakes, unfortunately. All right, so let's go to this one. We'll talk it through. So we're looking at 2:22 left in the game. Let's get this set up. We'll break down the scene. Tell you what we're talking about here. Tell you what we're looking at here. Alrighty, here we go. 2:22. Alrighty, once again, Aaron Rodgers, 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. We just saw it the last time, couldn't get it in there. Let's see the play calling here. Let's see what they do. First play, Aaron Rodgers throw. Almost had Lazard. It looked to be wide open, very, very tight. Just looked like there was miscommunication here on the route. Looked like it could have been an option route. If it was just, if they were playing zone, you just kind of sit down in that soft spot of the zone where Aaron Rodgers threw the ball right here. That's that kind of soft spot of the zone. He catches that. He could fight for, that kind of 1-yard push to get into the end zone. He probably would have had it. So miscommunication on it. What seemed to be an option route, Alan Lazard kept going where Aaron Rodgers thought he should stop and stay in the zone. So miscommunication there. Not going to put that one on at Rodgers. Not going to put that one on totally Lazard. I think it's both there. Alrighty, 2nd and goal. Here it is. Aaron Rodgers, just an arid throw. Not everything's really well covered here. We're not talking about this play. This was just a good defensive play. But here it is. You've got your chance. You can score on this play. 3rd down. Again, not making the right decision. I don't know if it's, he predetermined where he wanted to go with the ball, or just trusted, Davante Adams is true, his best weapons here. So here it is. He really misses this play twice. He really misses 2 things on this play. So here it is. Let's talk about where he goes with the ball first. So here it is. Aaron Rodgers seeing Davante Adams come in here. You've got to throw this ball right now. It's open right now. He waits. Now he's totally covered. He just throws this ball way too late. He throws it a second sooner. This is a touchdown, but he waits. Now the defense kind of converges, and it's an incomplete pass. So that's just one way how kind of he messed up the play a little bit. Let's talk about the second way. Well, he could have ran it. ran it in. Aaron Rodgers, we know he's pretty quick. He's got decent speed. We see it all the time. I don't think anybody's doubting his speed. I think everybody sees that he can instantly run this in. And once again, you guys are probably saying, well, you're Monday morning quarterbacking folks. I saw it live. You got to make this. You just got to make it the instant decision to tuck and run. At this point right here. We got to rewind it. We can just say it right here. At this point right here, Aaron Rodgers needs to know that he has the speed to beat everybody to the end zone, because everybody is still playing coverage up until this point where he decides to throw the ball. Right here, he decides to throw the ball. Both these receivers are now backing up. They're backing up. These defenders are backing up on this receiver. These defenders are here. He's not going to get beat by these two linemen. I know it may look close that number 90 can kind of chase him down, but we get an angle from the back and it looks even way clearer than this. So Aaron Rodgers, you need to take off on it. It just seemed like he wanted to go to Davante Adams in all these situations. Like he wanted Davante Adams to be the guy. He wanted Davante Adams to be like the number one. He didn't want to go anywhere else with the ball. If it was going to be Davante Adams or bust, we saw it all the time. And for that reason, Aaron Rodgers, doesn't come up with a touchdown on either of these, red zone drives that they had to settle for a field goal. Alrighty, so they do replay it here. Don't worry. Here it is. I mean, folks, this is a beautiful angle. Look at it right here. Wide open daylight right there. Let's rewind it. We'll play it down in slow-mo. Escaping the pressure up the middle. Slides to the right a little bit. Now the middle of the field opens up. He can step up a little bit. And at this point right here, this is where he's really kind of starting to decide to throw the ball. Pump faked a little bit. I mean, that pump fake, that was perfect. That little ooh with the ball, extending that arm a little bit. Hey, I'm going to throw. It gets the defenders to lock up even more. That's when Aaron Rodgers needs to go to the corner of the end zone. I think he's got the speed to make it interesting. If he doesn't get there, it's going to be 4th and goal from like the 2 or 1 yard line. I think the Packers actually go for it then, and they probably could have gotten it with a Aaron Rodgers QB sneak or something like that. But folks, look at all this daylight. This is when he throws the ball. These receivers' these defenders' momentums are all carrying on the inside of the field. He's got, a one-on-one matchup here back of the end zone. Receiver makes just a decent block. You just shove him once. Aaron Rodgers has all this time to get to this wide open spot here, and he doesn't take it. He tries to force the ball into Davante Adams. Late. Truly unfortunate there. Truly. So the Packers lose the game, and I'm going to place 85% of the blame on Aaron Rodgers. 85%. Unfortunate. Kills me to do so.